Hello and welcome to the brand new week, the week of February 21 to 25, 2022 in the market. So as usual, we're going to be taking a look at the currency market together. We will see what's happened in the market, what we want to do this week, how the market closed last, and what we have planned or what we are planning to do in the week. So let's go take a look at it together. As usual, we're going to start by taking a look at the currency market, the economic calendar, see what's happening in the news, and see whether we're going to see will have impact on the market and how we want to use that to trade in the market for the week. Please remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you want to go now to below this video, you're going to see the subscribe button. Please ensure to do that, subscribe to the channel and click like on this video, ask question on the comment box. If you have any pair or any instrument that I am not talking about in the video today and you would like us to be looking at together henceforth every week, like we usually do, please put it in the comment below this video, and I will ensure that the next video I do will include a review or an analysis of that instrument. So now let's go and take a look into the economic calendar. Let's start from there and see. I love looking at xm.com economic calendar. You probably will know already, I'm one of the trading experts with xm.com, an international broker, and will help you trade profitably. We have different traders, different trading experts from different parts of the world who come up live regularly on the site to teach you. I just completed my session earlier and here I am sharing with you. So please ensure you do not miss them. I have a schedule that I follow and I'm going to post the schedule on the channel. If you are looking at this from Facebook, you probably would see it on my page on Facebook, a schedule that shows what I come up live during the week to teach on the xm.com education platform. All right, so for the week, this is what we have. Let's go take a look at the high impact ones. I'm going to filter. Sorry, let me click on filter. So you click on filter. I'm going to filter for the one with high level of importance only. And we have some holiday, United States President's Day in the United States, Family Day in the Canada, and Youth Day in Zimbabwe. So we have a couple of holidays around the world. And for other ones, the ones we're expecting news on, okay, we had them already. British pound remains strong, and I have been bullish on British pound. So I think I'm going to remain strong with it because the results are all bullish. The results are all bullish. They're higher than expectation. All the results we were expecting on British pound that has to do with PMI, composite PMI, manufacturing PMI, service PMI, they all involve inflation kind of, and you know that usually inflation will have impact on the currencies, the economy direction of the economy. So yes, this will make me to leave my British pound trade bullish. I will remain bullish on the British pound. Yes, I would also want to check my chart, check into the sentiment, see what's happening in the market, see the volumes, and all of that will help me know whether what the sentiment, because at the end of the day, you're looking at the news, you're looking at the chart. What do you want to see? You want to see what the sentiment is, what the traders are doing, what decision that they are making, what is the feeling of traders toward this particular currency based on what has happened in the market. Okay, so I tell people, you're a technical analyst, you like analyzing the chart. It's a good thing to check into the news as well, see what is happening there. And that's why we're here to see Euro, British pound. There's news on them today, and in fact, we already have the result out. The actual, we can see the rate for the actual already, which for British pound is higher than expected, and for Euro is lower than expected. Then on Tuesday, we're expecting something on Euro as well. German IFO Business Climate Index. Yes, that is also expected tomorrow. We'll see whether It's going to be higher than expected, or will it meet expectation? So let's see that. Consumer confidence CB for USD tomorrow as well. Then on Wednesday, we're expecting something on NZD, interest rate decision. Wow. So we need to pay attention to that. Rate statement, press conference, all on NZD. And then for British pound, we're expecting inflation report hearing. Inflation report hearing for British pound on Wednesday, and Euro CPI. So I think there are some level of importance, high importance news on Wednesday that we want to pay attention to, because these are some major currencies there. Let's see, on Thursday as well, we are expecting something for British pound and US dollar. Initial job claim on USD, new home sale, GDP, quarterly GDP. That's very important. So quarter 4 GDP for 2021. So let's see what the results are going to be. On Friday, we'll have German GDP. That's also the quarter 4 of 2021. For Euro, we're also expecting a speech from the President Lagarde. And then we have USD core durable good order, pending home sale, Fed monetary policy. So these are some level of importance, or in fact, high level of importance news that we're expecting in the week this week. And I think that will make the markets move very well, volatile kind of, when we're expecting plenty of news like this. So it looks like there's going to be excitement in the market this week, and we'll have a lot of trade opportunities for ourselves this week. So let's keep our eyes open and let's see what we want to do. So let's go to the market, take a look at what's happening, and let's see if we can have some interesting direction that we are looking at in the market. I think I would, let's start as usual. Let's start from trading view. We start from the DXY. Let's see dollar currency alone on its own. And it looks, the trend has been bearish. It's pushed down last week. Oh, that's not weekly. Let me change the weekly time frame first. Okay, so the trend was bearish for a couple of times. It's from the upside like this. You see, it moved up, retraced, moved up again. Then we have this big push to the downside. And all of this look like correction. Let's see it on the daily, because that is looking more like some V shape to me there, you see. So we have this V pattern. So I see this as correction. I'm expecting continuation to the downside. That's what I see with this. That's what I'm expecting with this one. So let's see how it goes, but that's what I'm expecting, a continuation to the downside. And that would mean expectation of weakness in dollar. That's what I'm expecting for dollar. I'm expecting some level of weakness in dollar. And if I'm expecting level of weakness, that will also likely have some level of impact on other trades that I will be taking within the week. So let's see how that goes. And it looks like it is even forming something like head and shoulders pattern. So if this surges to the downside, then I would expect weakness in dollar for the week. So let's see Euro USD. I was looking at Euro USD with someone earlier, and I look at it on the weekly. The trend is just like opposite of what we saw with DXY just now. The trend is down, and then we saw this big push to the upside, touched this place, we pushed down again. And looking at it from the daily, it also looks like we have a deep V pattern there, a V pattern. The other one we saw with DXY was an inverted one, but on Euro now, Euro USD, we see this. So I'm expecting this. This is correction to this V pattern. And then I'm expecting to see something like this. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting. So that's why for me, I look to, for a long term, I would look at bullish Euro. Okay, for a long term, I would expect Euro against USD. I would expect bullish if I'm going to look at it on the long term. In the short term, I see this as consolidating. It's consolidating. There was this range we were in for a long term. Okay, we were inside of this range, but it broke out at this point, pushed the upside, pushed down again and closed even lower than the support of that range. And then it pushed up, got to the resistance where this one closed, then it pushed down again. And currently we are back inside of that initial range. But if I see a close above that range, even before it closes above the resistance of this, I probably will be looking to go in and do a buy. And aside from this one, we also have British pound USD. That one, I'm already bullish on it. I'm already bullish on British pound USD. I have a buy going on since last week, and I think I'm going to maintain that. So this is what I have, but I'm also expecting this to close above this resistance. Seeing it above that resistance will give me more confidence to have extra trade. Right now, I have a trade going on. It's been managed. The position has been managed right here, but I want to see a continuation of this. This is, by the way, an account I use for my test account on the trading platform. I also have other accounts that I use, so I have different trades going on at the moment, and this is what I have for GBP USD in all my other accounts as well. So this one, it's going on now. It is pushing up. I'm expecting a close to the upside. Okay, so I'm bullish on British pound USD, and if you look at it on the weekly as well, I have this push to the downside, but the initial major trend is up, right? And I have this. It looks like we had this head and shoulders pattern here that has got fulfilled as at the time it got here, and now it is continuing back up. Now it is around this area, and I'm expecting a close to the upside and a continuation to the upside. So that is why I did not set a target for this, because I'm expecting a continuation. I'm expecting it to continue all the way up. So I'm bullish on that. Let's see USD Canadian dollar. USD Canadian dollar, well, it looks like Canadian dollar is a little bit bearish compared to USD, because although USD is also bearish with other currency pairs, it's still looking a bit bullish with Canadian dollar. So on the weekly, if I'm looking at it, I have this inverted head and shoulders kind of, see, more like, I'm seeing more like inverted head and shoulders like this. And then this looks like correction. So I'm expecting a continuation like this. So if I can see a close above the neckline or above my 200 moving average, which is this yellow one, then I'm going to go bullish with this. So that's what I'm looking at. But in the short term, it's looking bullish. In the long term too, I would rather prefer to go bullish on that. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing with that. There is weakness, like more like the bullish candles are getting exhausted. And that's why I don't want to jump in yet. But then if you look at it, even on the short term, it looks like we have a range, and outside of that range will be a best place to enter. So I have this. If I see close higher than the resistance of this range we have here, then I'll be looking to do a buy. That's my bias on USD Canadian dollar. USD JPY, well, let's take a look at that. I just entered the sell on that not long ago. Let's see. Yes, it's this one up here. I have a sell on that, and I just entered it today, this morning. I'm expecting it to continue its way up. Sorry, it's way down. It's a sell. It's a sell I entered here. And why did I have that sell? Because I see the trend fully bullish. It's been bullish, but then we have like a 5-way move done. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. So we have this 1, 2. This is a bit high, but not so high. So even if we decide to use this 3, so if we have something like this, then I will look to enter a sell and go low on this place. So we have 1, we can take this as 2, 3, 4, 5th wave, then we corrections like this, and then we enter, okay, for a sell. So I see that happened, and I also see that the bears are beginning to take over around there. The bears try to take over, push to the down. The bull took over again. But in the last three weeks candle, you would see that the bulls are kind of exhausted, and it looks like the bears are about to take over. We are having some kind of pin bars there. So I'm expecting a push to the downside, and that's why I have a sell right now on USD JPY. The sell I'm expecting to the downside, however, I'm not taking it for too long, and that's why you would see that my take profit is just here, because I think this is still bullish. The major trend is still bullish. But then for both USD and yen, both of them are a bit weak kind of, and so there is no, for a long time, I don't have a very long term expectation of strength for any of them for now until I see a clear move in the market. Which other one do we have in the US? Yes, let's see. I want to take a look at the AUD USD. So we have it, AUD USD, sorry, AUD USD. And then NZD USD. So let's take a look at AUD USD first. All right, so looking at this on the weekly, it is still bearish for me. The trend is down, and we have all of this moving up. We got to around my 20 moving average, got to this mini resistance that we have there, and it hasn't really closed or pushed higher than that place. I'm expecting to see a continuation to the downside if I am going to look at that. Yes, so I'm still bearish on that. But if it goes and closes higher than my 20 moving average, like 200 moving average on the daily, then I'm going to go, I'm going to try to start looking to go bullish. But for now, my bias is bearish. The trend has been bearish. It is below, or it went all below the moving averages. Let me see. I think on the weekly, it's still below all of them, below the 20 at least. So if I see momentum to the downside, I would prefer to rather be bearish on this than bullish. Let's see. But I think for now, Aussie dollar is a bit, looks like it's likely going to gain strength, or it's still strong. Let's see this one, NZD USD. Okay, the trend is also bearish. It's closed lower than this area, and it retraced back toward that area. That's support there. It retraced back to it, now serving like more like a resistance, and it looks like that place is getting stronger, and it is finally difficult to break. In the last 2 weeks, it's kept touching it and unable to break it. And let's see if we're going to have continuation during this week to the downside. And that's what I'm looking at. The daily candle is also touching my 50 moving average. If I see a push to the downside, any big move to the downside, even if it's not such a big move, but any move towards the downside on the daily, I see a daily close that moves to the downside and closes lower than all my 3 moving averages. I have on the line now, I have the 50, the 20, and all of them. So 200 is there as well. So if it could go lower, I'm looking to go short on that. Okay. So right now, the moving average I have on my chart is the 50, because that's the one I like having when I want to look at, I want to see a clear screen and make my direction, my decision on the direction of the market. So now I see this as a downtrend. I see this as some level of correction, and I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. Okay, so that's basically that for most of the major pairs with USD in them. USD ZAR, let's take a look at that. USD South African Rand looks bearish from the long-term frame. It's been bullish anyways, and then it looks bearish in the last few weeks. But the last 2 weeks candle they are looking exhausted, and it got to more like a support, initial resistance turning support. And I think right now, if I see any move to the upside, I'll start looking to buy rather than sell. So if this would move and close higher than my 50 moving average on the weekly, I'll start looking to buy because the major trend looks bullish. Let's see Bitcoin, BTC USD. Let's see that as well. Well, this is moving down. I don't see a reason to want to start buying right now. The trend is down. It's correct back the 50 moving average. It is still continuing its way down. It may change direction anytime soon and begin to go up. But if I'm doing a trade right now, I would rather sell because the trend is still bearish. So if I'm selling towards maybe this area for now. Toward this area for now, then if it breaks lower than there, I'll continue selling. So that's what I see with that. Let's see gold. For gold, it's been bullish, really bullish. However, it is around this area. Where's my? It's around this resistance, and you see it's a strong one. And that's why I won't jump in to do a buy at this time. I would rather want to sell. If I see sell opportunity, I would look to sell here. Okay, because gold has been really funny. It goes up, it pushes down again, and it goes up again. But because it's around the resistance right now, I won't be looking to go bullish yet. I would rather look for a short-term bearish. And if I say short-term bearish, first target, second target, third target. That's what I'm looking at. So I would prefer to go bearish on this, maybe later go bullish, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I see with gold. So let's see, let me take a look at a few more and then we call it a day. Euro USD, I think we've checked that. Let's take a look at Euro British Pound. All right, so Euro British Pound has been a downtrending market for quite a while. And the market is just, the momentum isn't so strong, but the trend has been down. It's also around the support, but I think for me, I feel this is likely going to continue its way down because of that trend and because of the way it hasn't really moved past our 50 moving average since the last year. Okay, because in the previous years, it will go above the 50 moving average earlier in the year, then it will come down again, go above it, come down again. But right now, it's since the last year, it's been below the 50 moving average on the weekly. So that's why I feel that in the long term, this is likely going to remain bearish. Okay, Dbp Canadian Dollar. This looks bullish, and I would rather want to go bullish on this if I'm looking to do a trade on this. Okay, this is bullish. I'm also seeing this smaller than shoulders, inverted head and shoulders on the daily. And so the current daily candle is still looking bullish, and I would want to go bullish on that instead of bearish. Okay, so which other one do I check briefly before we call it a day? Okay, so for British pound yen, the trend has been up, it's been bullish. I don't see a reason to want to buy, sell yet, but it goes to around the resistance and it touched. And if I'm looking for a reason to sell, I think that's it. But if for an extended period of time, I don't have a reason to want to sell for an extended period of time yet. But for now, it is also looking bearish and it touched the resistance and a couple of times. I have like triple top there, touched the resistance the third time. And I think it is likely going to go down. Even if it's going to continue up again, it's likely going to retrace for some time. So that's it. I have a lot to do today, and that's why I'm not able to cover so many of all the currency pairs and other instruments in the market, but I think it's all good and fine here. Don't forget, I have the different training packages to help you learn to trade from the basic through intermediate and advanced level that you should take advantage of. If you are looking to learn to trade properly the right way, do take advantage of one of our training packages in the MS Africa Academy, which I happen to be the founder. Okay, and we also have our book, The Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint. So you do not want to miss out on that as well. Do well to reach out to me. If you look below the video on this YouTube where I'm airing this video, if you look below it, you're going to see the details, the info on the video, and somewhere inside of there, you will see my WhatsApp number where you can reach me to ask questions, to know more about my training, my books, and all of that. Okay, so that is that for today. Thank you so much. Remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you want to go now and go subscribe. Again, I'm inviting you to be a money seller like me and some of my other friends and students in the academy. So we look forward to having you join us. Do well to join with us. Take care and please enjoy the rest of your day.